Hello friends, myself Mohd Rafi. I am from Anna Sahib Dange College of Engineering and Technology, Asta. I am giving presentation on intensity of an earthquake. So first we see what is intensity. Intensity means the quality of being very strong, concentrated or difficult, or the degree to which something is difficult or strong. For example, intensity is having the ability to run miles on end at a top speed. Another one example is intensity is how quickly a treadmill is moving. Next we see earthquakes. Earthquake means any sudden shaking of the ground caused by the passage of seismic wave through earth rocks. Seismic waves are produced when some form of energy stored in earth crust is suddenly released, usually when masses of rock straining against one another suddenly fracture and slip. Earthquakes occur most often along geologic faults, narrow zones where rock masses move in relation to one another. The major fault lines of the world are located at the fringes of the huge tectonic plates that make up Earth crust. Next we see intensity of an earthquake. In that we see modified Mercalli scale. The modified Mercalli scale, which measures the amount of damage done to the structures involved, is used to determine the intensity of an earthquake. This scale uses the Roman numerals 1 to 12 to designate the degree of intensity. Specific effect or damage correspond to specific numerals. The higher the numeral, the worse the damage. Next is depth of focus. So in that, earthquake intensity is related to earthquake magnitude. The depth of the quake focus is another factor that determines the intensity of an earthquake. An earthquake can be classified as shallow, intermediate, or deep depending on the location of the quake focus. A deep focus earthquake produces smaller vibration at the epicenter than a shallow focus quake. So next is, what are the destructive effect of the earthquakes? That are building collapse, fire, tsunami, ground failure. So here are some images that we see. In that, when the earthquake will happen, we see all the materials, all the things are totally damaged. Next is earth destructions. So in that, first is liquefaction. In liquefaction, unconsolidated materials saturated with water turn into a mobile fluid. The next is sieges. These are the rhythmic slushing of water in lakes, reservoir, and enclosed basin. The waves can weaken reservoir walls and causes destruction. Next is landslide and ground subsidence. Whenever the land moves quickly as with landslide, there is the potential for a lot of damage and potential loss of life. Next is fire. So in fire, rapid gas lines from earthquake is one of the major hazards. Then ground shaking versus material type. More ground shaking occur in poorly consolidated sediment than solid bedrock. So next is ground rupture. This refers to areas where the land split apart causing a rupture. These are often long linear fractures. So this is the image of earthquake. When the earthquake will happen, and we see in this image how the roads are totally damaged. Thank you.